Welcome. No, this is shit as well. I don't know how to start this video.
Okay, we should just post this, like that's it.
I don't know how to start this video, so I'm going to just say what we actually came here to do today. We wanted to talk about, fuck it, I'll not get the intro right, doesn't matter. So we just wanted to come on here and share a little bit about share a little bit about where we're at. Basically, we opened the window for applications for the Human Plus membership on the 15th of September, which is tomorrow, 2 weeks ago, and it will close at the end of this week for members to join us in our first batch and to officially call themselves a founding member of Human Plus, because that's what the people are that have decided to join us. And then we will open the window for application again in January. So we decided to have 3 months intakes because we really want people to come together as a group and to connect and give it some time for relationships also to develop and to immerse themselves in our offering and into the community. I quite enjoyed that concept myself, being part of another community, and it was actually a 12 months commitment at the time, which I thought was super long, but it did have that exact effect that I just described, that I gave it time because I saw it also being deducted from my bank account every month. So, it makes you feel accountable to kind of join and give it a shot.
Yeah, I love it. And I feel that it's much better to have like a tribe, from the very beginning. Everybody kind of knows, who the other person is, and you set the stage for everyone. I think it's much better than people just coming in, like, hi, I'm here, and then everybody has to know that person. So I feel the energy is much better with batches.
Yeah, that feels just very right for now, as we're really starting this. Who knows what it's going to develop in the future, but for now we decided 3 months is good. And then maybe some people ask, okay, if I don't make the first batch, is there any way to participate else? And yes, there is. So we have a few events. We invite guest speakers and guest workshops here and there, like once a month approximately. Non-members can attend those as a guest, and they can just pay as you go. But really, the fun is when you are part of the community and also have access to other conscious creators and are part of our Circle community. Circle is the platform that we are running it on. So yes, you can attend an event, pay as you go, and you will get a lot out of that, but you will get a lot more out of this community if you're actually becoming a founding part of it.
Yeah, I agree. And I can just imagine, how there are members and non-members in the events, and the members are trying to not convince, but because you are already in the community, you have a certain kind of energy and you do these exchanges, with other people. So I feel that the non-members will be like, I definitely want to continue the same relationship, or with the same connection with the members.
Yeah, I'm excited actually to see how that's gonna go, how that's gonna mingle. But the people that we have onboarded so far, it's Andra, how many?
32.
32 amazing people.
32. Like my age. I think it's a very beautiful number.
It's also my age. Yes, so true. Yeah, so either number that we land on will be meaningful, whether it be 33 or 32, whatever. We'll have to look up that meaning, by the way, of the number that we land on. And what's already happening, so especially in the last, I would say 48 hours, people have started to introduce themselves on Circle, like writing really nice intros, very heartfelt. What I really love about reading these intros is that none of the people really mention their titles and their jobs and stuff. They would say like, okay, I have a corporate background, I had an awakening and I've been questioning my path and I found my way through the woods, or I'm an entrepreneur and I'm working on this purposeful this and that, and this is my dream. But it's really more like it feels very heartfelt. Like people really put a lot of intention and awareness in the way they introduce themselves, which I think is beautiful.
Oh my God, yes. It's so authentic.
Yeah,
it feels like so genuine, because I did once this this exercise with you know, like eye gazing and then asking each other, who are you? And then, of course, in the beginning, you start with, well, I am Andra, I'm from Vienna, I'm 32, work in this field. But then you have to go deeper and deeper and deeper, you know? And I feel that these people are already there. They can
Yes.
go deep very fast. And I love
Yeah.
that.
I think that's remarkable that people do that. That is not something that you see very often, that people just, hey, this is my awakening story, or this is how I feel currently. I'm feeling lost. I think one person said, like, I'm lost. I don't know the way, and that's
Yeah.
fine. And that immediately opens the opportunity to the channel for other people to then say, hey, I've been there. I can resonate with you. And I know that not a lot, but some people have already connected amongst each other. And that's also something that we do. That's why we encourage people to share that authentically, because when we see who is there, we can connect the dots better. We can connect the right people with each other. We can provide, as a team, we can provide better support to people. So that's been a really amazing experience to see.
Yeah, because you created and we created a safe space for that.
Yes. And you too. We did. And yeah, and actually on that note, like, who is in the community, we have people go through an application process. And so people have to drop some basic details and share a bit about their dreams and intentions for joining the community, what they want to bring in, all of these things, because we really want to make sure that the energy is right of the people that come in. There is, not everyone gets accepted. Actually, there's one person who hasn't been accepted, in fact. So while people were dropping that, I was then the other day, I was thinking, this is actually, I didn't think about it consciously, but it was brilliant, because now we can see what age groups people are that join, what tier they go, what element they go for, what age they are, where they are from, that kind of thing. And if I'm just glancing over, I'm not going to share my screen for privacy reasons. There it is again. Most people, 50% actually joined on air, which is 44 euros per month, and gives access to all events. So Andra, take note, 44. That's a lot. And 11.1% on the mentoring side of things. That's a nice sign. And by the way, on the mentoring, I received very strong interest from people to explore, but fewer people than I thought ended up going for it. And I think it has to do with the fact that people don't know their mentors. So going forward, we'll have to see how we can improve that, so that people really feel into who is my mentor and then can decide for it, because I do feel that there is the demand for that, for sure.
Yeah, I agree. That's the feedback I received as well.
Yes. And the rest is 39% is Earth. That's giving access to the community platform and the meditations. And I have also upgraded, I think, 1 or 2 people from that pool to air, because they've been around humanplus for a long time. They have contributed in other ways, and I wanted them to experience the full offering of all of our events. So hopefully, yeah, that's a small gift, basically. No expectations there. Yeah, so on the mentoring, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people who take mentorship. That's cool. I have 2, and Amit has 1, and Fabienne has 1, and yeah, that's where we are at.
Very cool.
And what else? I'm looking at the age group. So we have, it's very varied. Honestly, it's almost, the biggest group is between 35 and 39, but then all the other groups, 40 to 44, 45 to 49, and then even 55 to 60 and 60 plus we have people, and 25 to 29. So I don't know, the other day I was on a coaching call and they said, oh, you really need to narrow down your target group and the age and stuff. And like, it doesn't make sense. Consciousness knows no age.
Exactly. Like, you awaken whenever your time is right.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not going to put out a target persona of a 25-year-old yoga student who would probably be a good fit for the community, but also, I don't know, my dad is maybe a good fit for that too, you know?
Yeah.
Because he had a spiritual awakening as well. You'd never guess.
You never know how these things happen.
That's true. And we have a nice mix between corporate hippies. One person called herself corporate hippie, which I really liked. And there's a couple of corporate people, very awake people who've made the conscious decision to that is how they spend their time, how they want to spend their time and energy on. And I think that's actually also a very good point, because not everyone who has an awakening, I recommend, is getting the same way out than I did or you did, because we actually need conscious people in the organizations, because we need good leaders, right? So I don't ever encourage people to quit their job if that is not the path that they are meant to be on. But we have a good mix between corporate souls and entrepreneurs, very exciting entrepreneurs working on really, really cool stuff.
I love that. And I love what you mentioned, that you don't necessarily prescribe a way out, or that like journeys for everyone. I feel that, if something resonates with you in the corporate world, if something still resonates, then see what that is, be aware of what is holding you back, like what aspect you were awakening to that doesn't resonate anymore, and then how can you integrate them. And so, because for me, like, it happened so spontaneously from one day to the next, and for some other people it did, and then of course, like, you're like just trying to run away, but for some people it's more gradual, and then they wake up to different aspects in their own time, in your own time. And it's much easier to integrate, or to make, not rash decisions of like, I'm leaving everything and just traveling the world.
Totally. For me, even though my awakening, I would say, was more gradual, I can't even point when it happened, but I at some point made an impulsive decision to leave the corporate world. But that's who I am. I've always been like this. Like I don't act. I observe for quite some time, and then when I know it's my time, I'm gonna go for it. And there's not a shadow of doubt in my mind. But a lot of people say, or they take example on that, they say like, oh, I should be doing that now. I'm like, no, actually you shouldn't. You should just, as you say, become aware of the aspect that has awakened within yourself, see where is the misalignment, and if you can align it within the current environment, that's perfectly fine. In fact, I hope that is what happens to people as well, and that is a transformation that we will be able to facilitate too, because if everyone leaves their jobs, if everyone leaves the corporate world, we need conscious people in the organizations. So not everyone needs to go on a crazy journey as you and I have gone to. And now we're doing what we're doing. Yeah. Overall, people leaving amazing, long, detailed, beautiful responses about the skills and gifts they would like to share with their fellow community members, and just really put a lot of intention and awareness to the application, which I think is beautiful.
Yes. Shall we talk a bit about next week? As we have like a few more minutes maybe.
Yes. So next week, our events are basically starting. All of our weekly transformational classes, the grounding meditations, pranayama, silence, weekly silence, all of that will start. I actually recorded, I didn't tell you this, I think, a video with Keith, the humanplus, my shaman, who has now become the humanplus shaman. We'll talk about that a little bit later, about the power of silence.
We have a shaman.
we have a dedicated humanplus shaman.
That's the best, I swear.
Yeah,
like,
that is.
Like, which other community? You know what? Of other communities who have that?
No. I don't look at the competition. I just do my thing.
Just do it.
But yeah, like I recorded a video with him about the importance and the power of silence, why people should really attend that. So that's very powerful. I'm going to upload that today as well. So yeah, all of our transformational classes will start next week. We have our first guest speaker coming in end of October, talking about how to make aligned money. And this is somebody who is worked in the financial services industry in London, a trader making millions, and then from there going into the ashram in India, living in spiritual communities for many years. And she's now since a few years, she's really teaching people around the energetics, how to use money for good. And what I really like about her, this is somebody who has gone through the journey herself and who's really looked at the topic of money, like what is it for, like how do we use it, because there's a lot of these spiritual abundance money coaches out there, especially on Instagram, and they make money based on telling other people how to make money, if that makes sense. So they make their money because it doesn't make sense.
No, it does, but like
it's nonsense. It's complete nonsense. You can tell they read about a book or maybe there's, I don't know, 5 books about abundance, and they teach other people the principles how to become rich and abundant, and through teaching it to other people they become abundant. I mean, fair enough if that's what they want to, how they want to spend their time on, but I think that's just too far away from reality. I think it's way more credible and way more powerful if people have actually made money and know how to know the energetics and really confronted with the topic, and then they teach it to other people.
Yeah, exactly.
So
to make it
gain
practical.
your own experience and then teach.
To make it practical, because it was the same with me, for example, and my yoga teaching and the chakra course. Like when I started to feel it on myself, like after a few months, I felt that okay, now is the right time to teach. But with yoga teaching, it's exactly the same, like you teach it out, whatever.
Yeah. So this is very important point that we are very careful who we invite as a guest speaker, and it's really people that embody the knowledge and not just copy paste what's written in, what are these books called? Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's not helpful. Anyway, so that's happening. And on Monday, you and I, we will do some kind of, not ceremony, I don't like the word, but like some kind of opening with people on our platform where we jump on live and just talk about everything that is going to happen in the community and have our first, I don't know, group call, you could say. We have to figure out this live
We're definitely going to do a ceremony. You're not even going to realize it. You'll be like, what is this? What just happened?
Okay, well, stay tuned for whatever is going to happen on Monday. We don't know yet, but we get a sense of what it's going to be about. And this will happen only in the community platform. So that's a reason to become a member. And what else? So yeah, this about events. Fabienne and I will start to resume the Unapologetically Awake events. There is another guest speaker that hasn't been announced yet, so I'm not going to announce it now. But yeah, there's a couple of things coming.
So exciting. Seriously.
Yes. What else? What is also going to start is a challenge. We have monthly awareness challenges where we have
I love challenges. I love it. I get super motivated, like challenge me. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna.
So funny. So I also don't want to disclose too much, but the intention behind having a monthly awareness challenge is so that people start putting consciousness into action. So not just come to our events and have a nice experience, but really practice what it means to bring in awareness to situations, to people, to thoughts. And there's one person who is in the community who will be leading it with my support, but he'll be the one who will be leading the challenge. He lived in a Buddhist center for 5 years. He's very well versed in this area of awareness and meditation and all of that.
I thought challenges. Very well versed. I thought he's very well versed in challenges.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, he's somebody who's embodying that awareness every day, so he'll make a great guide on this. What that challenge will be, you have to join to see as a member. And also we do them for a full month, because everything that you do for 30 days becomes a habit. So, and also what it will do to people when we do them together is people will connect in these ways as well, because you hold each other accountable, right? I'm doing this in community. There's other people who will say, have you done your challenge today? So that's the purpose of it.
If not, you're gonna be kicked out. I mean, it is what it is,
out of the challenge or out of human plus?
Out of the community.
No, we're not like that.
Let's see.
We're not like that, but yeah, it'd be nice if people stick through that. What else is exciting? Well, the shaman is exciting, I'd say.
The shaman is always exciting.
Yeah,
I love him. I think he's one of the most humble people. I mean, I've met also like one or two shamans in no, two shamans I met in Mexico, and actually they were also very humble. And you know that these people are true and pure
Yes.
because of this and the energy. And I feel that he's exactly the same, and can hardly wait
Yes.
to meet him in person.
Yeah, amazing. I'm looking to onboard him on the Circle platform as well, but he's not very good with technology. Well, I mean, shaman have different priorities, you know.
Just,
So
healing the planet and whatever.
tuning into people's energy field. But I hope to be able to onboard him in the next couple of days. But I'm going to manage his space. Basically, who he is, it's that was introduced to me by Amit, who's one of our mentors, and also funny about Amit, my first manager in consulting. So you see these spiritual people are everywhere. He introduced me to Keith, that's his name, a couple of years ago. And Keith and I have since then been working together, been in touch together. And I just really feel the resonance with him. So I have always kept him in the loop of everything that we've been doing. And he expressed a very strong resonance to it too. And we didn't really plan. We just jumped on a call and it flowed so much that we kind of just, it was decided that he'll be like supporting on this end now too. And for us, of course, it's amazing to have a trusted person who can also advise me and other people who are leading the community and inform them with his wisdom and insight from the spiritual world and the shamanic world. And just having that as a guide in the background that I can ask about, okay, how do I deal with a situation like that and this here and there, but also bringing him on occasionally to talk about specific topics and having him as a go-to person also for our members if they want to go deeper on certain aspects. He's also very gifted tarot card reader, astrologer, like many things. So he's kind of the go-to person who's guiding me in the background and also speaking directly to our members.
I'm ready.
You're ready? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, he has a beautiful energy. So I look forward for people to engage with him too. What else? Daily energy update. That's something that you can speak to now. Let's go, baby.
I thought we were out of time.
No. We have 2 more points.
Oh wow. Yes, daily energy update, Andra's space. I didn't include my name there because I was like, no, it was like Steven's breathwork space, and I was like, is this my space or is it
that's your space
in general?
No, it's your space.
I think it's just a space where people can interact and talk about what I'm sharing, which will be a glimpse, a snippet, an insight into daily energies that we're going through. Every single day has another energy in the Galactic Mayan calendar, which I'm currently using to see more synchronicities. Like it's a tool for a lot of things, like self-discovery and for becoming more aware of energies that might be present. And I feel that the more you use it, the more you resonate with it, which is like a lot of things, right? Like gene keys probably as well, you know, and human design and so on. But it's very interesting because a lot of people have resonated with the energy of the day and with having a system that tells you about the energy of the day, because they were like, well, why do I feel like this in one day and I feel like completely different in another, and I feel that I'm going in cycles, you know, in circles. And to having a system where you can be like, oh, there is a pattern to everything, I think that's very interesting, you know. So for example, today we're in the energy of the Skywalker, and the Skywalker is this one. It's actually this one. It's actually my guide, and it's about holding space, but also about the Skywalker is the one that walks between like different worlds. So it's the one that bridges the universal knowledge and wisdom into the physical existence and balances everything out between the two worlds. So I feel that today is a very good day also for that. But like, anyway, this is just a short introduction to what I will be posting there. And then people can see how it resonates. And if they want to know more, you know, it's just that.
Beautiful. Yeah, in the interest of time, just to, I think that, first of all, this is very powerful, but in the interest of time, just to say this and a couple of other things are on the platform and will continue to arise as our members start to share their gifts, and we go with the flow. We see how it resonates, you know, and then yeah, so a lot of these things, Stephen has a breathwork space on it where he shares his little videos that I keep seeing on LinkedIn that I love. Stephen, please upload them finally on Sunday. And stuff like this. So just creating a really good set of resources that we trust, that we think are helpful and valuable to our members. And of course, you know, it is curated for the community, but also by the community. So everyone is welcome to share this kind of thing. Lastly, sponsorship. We had a case where we would like to give somebody a sponsorship about, meaning this is a person who currently doesn't have the financial capabilities to join, but would really have a lot to offer to the community. And so what we do in these cases is we offer an energy exchange. So, you know, a lot of people don't have the financial means, or not a lot of people, but some people might not have the financial means, but they have really, really good skills. Like it could be an amazing graphic designer or this and that, I don't know. And we want to find a solution for those. These are usually people that we have known for a while. So it doesn't apply for everyone, and it's being decided intuitively. But about this, if anyone who feels the calling wants to reach out about it, please do. It is important to acknowledge where you're at and to really own that and see that and know, you know, well, own it basically, you know, that's where I'm at, but I would like to contribute, and these are the ways, and this is how I get out of it. And then we are more than happy to find something that, yeah, does something. I don't know why I'm doing this, but it's an energy exchange.
I think this is a good one for energy exchange.
Yeah, right. So yes, that we're really trying to find solutions to have the right people on board. 2 more days for people to apply. So if you are reading this, seeing this, you like what you're seeing,
2 days.
do it. Do it. All right. Good. Anything else, Anton?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about good numbers. Because I think 33 is also a good number. 44 is a good number. No, yeah. I'm kidding. Whatever, how many people we have, and
the right people.
Perfect. Yes.
All right. Thank you for being my sparring partner on this one. I'm going to stop the video, and I hope we will receive another nice application or more from whoever sees this.
Bye.